Welcome back to the late day wrap up, and my precious souls are gone, and life will never be the same. But we have plenty to talk about with all major markets. Of course, doing the lightning round today, we're going to be focusing on all the major US dollar pairings. And if you want the more in-depth information, definitely go check out this morning's video, as that is going to have about 40 minutes of pure Bitcoin and a few others action. Anyways, with that said, we're going to start off with Dixie as always, and Dixie taking that next leg up, as we spoke about yesterday, was likely. And here we go, 92 in order, as we are resolving the inverted head and shoulders right here with that closure above, that critical closure above, I should say, the 55 exponential average yesterday that we did see. And that does actually look like a bit of a complex double shouldered on both the left side and the right side head and shoulders. That's completely fine, completely normal. And I would be looking for this one to play up somewhere around the $92 region over the next couple weeks, whatever it ends up being on that in that regard. Now, with that in mind, that is going to put downwards pressure on anything that trades against the dollar, of course, because, well, the dollar is strengthening here a bit. But keep in mind that this actually does destroy the narrative that I was having before of looking at this as a potential macro low. I don't think that it's going to be a macro low anymore, and the reason why is because all macro lows that we've seen in Dixie have usually taken about 3 months or more, calling back to this one in 2018 over here, calling back to the macro low over here in 11, calling back to the macro over here in 08, and then several more in 95, 90, and Jesus Christ, like well before that, which we don't even have data for as of right now. So with that in mind, I'm probably looking at this as more of like a medium-term reversal, and I would be looking for a target to be met somewhere around the 21 here, which is just actually about 91 and 3/4. Although we do have a measure move, I do recall from yesterday's video, yes indeed we do, off of the inverted head and shoulders, pointed up towards just north of about $92, about 92.10 to about 92.25. So I would be looking for a bit of a pushback around there that would still be maintaining this overall downtrend, and that would still kind of play into the narrative that this is not necessarily a macro a macro reversal. It is more or less a big old bounce and like a medium-term reversal, if you want to call it that. So with that in mind, I'm actually curious how the lower term timeframes look like. I can't believe my souls are gone. Can't fucking believe it. But the show must go on. Anyways, yeah, looking like a clean and clear breakout right here, just like that fucking Acne product. Anyways, into the crypto tab we go, and let's go check out traditional markets really quick. Where is my NASDAQ? NASDAQ, where are you? There we are, found you. Actually, no, I want to start off with SPY, because SPY was a more obvious one. So we're really looking for a little bit of further continuation back up to 3,800. It looks like we got that here, although, no. This morning I was looking for some downside action. Yeah, I was looking for this to put in a local high. Looks like I'm going to be wrong on that. I'm going to be very wrong on this, actually. It looks like, technically speaking, your last little lower high is 3820-ish region. Any sort of an hourly closure above there, and I'd be looking for, oh my God, are we going to keep this market up for even longer? I'd be looking for a retest of the prior all-time high and probably beyond. It's going to look pretty fucking good. That's hidden bullish divergence playing out. See, daily Stokes are going to turn up with any sort of a closure above 3839. Jesus Christ. Is this the market that never goes down? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. So this week I really wanted to see a test down to the 21 on the weekly. Didn't get that, or I mean, we're about $50 away from that. So is that close enough in this case? No. Is Mark's just that strong? Maybe, but with Dixie rallying, it is a little bit of a strange thing right there. But yeah, you know, I'd still wait for this to be confirmed, obviously, because technically speaking, as it is right now, it is technically still a lower high. So, you know, while it is a little bit more of a... well, no, I'll still give it a chance here. I'd still give it a chance here because technically speaking, we do still have lower high as it is, but any sort of a closure above here, and then all of that will be undone. And then as it is right now, we do see on the hourly bit of hidden bullish divergence playing out. Okay, yeah, this is probably not going to work out as a lower high. Maybe on the 4 hours or anything. Could put in some hidden bearish divergence, but you don't really see it put in this region anyway. So yeah, I don't think that's going to work out. Nope, bullish, I guess. I don't feel too compelled by that, but... fair enough. Like, nah, then again, I look at NASDAQ over here. I'm going back and forwards right now, but, you know, maybe this is a healthy amount of I don't know on this one. This is a healthy amount of I don't know. Because I do see that the market is a bit bifurcated right now. I do see that GameStop and Tesla, or sorry, GameStop and what was the other one that people are going on about? Ripple, that's right, all coming down. Let's go check out GameStop really quickly here. Yeah, there we go. Finally coming back down. Who would have thought that the This would not end in tears. Jesus Christ, man. This is gonna come back down, as we said last week, at some point below about 50 bucks. Yes, this is your top now. Yes, we did call a top on the 28th of January. It was a bit of a complex top, but certainly playing out as it is right now. Do I think that this gaps get filled right here? Maybe, maybe not. I don't care about that one. What I care about is the overall high structure in here, and that is typically when we do see the obvious trade play out. So in this case, I think that you're seeing that in motion right now, and the pandemonium is over for the time being. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing over the next few months back down, not just below 50 bucks, but below probably 30 or 25 bucks. This whole rally is going to get undone. This is going to end in tears for any of the hodlers, I strongly imagine. Another rally that's ending in tears was this Ripple bullshit over here too. Now, I'm not calling Ripple bullshit. I have no real opinion on that. But what I can call bullshit on is this very interesting group, that I was aware of, that became like some sort of a meme where basically people were saying, on February 1st, we are going to buy Ripple and hodl it, and they can't do anything about it. We're going to squeeze those shorts. Okay, first off, do you even know if there's a net short position on this one? Like, I think that the founders just have a shit ton of the coins on it, and that kind of creates an interesting dynamic. But that's a different conversation anyways. But what typically happens during these sorts of things? Well, it's exactly as we said, I don't think that we found out about this last week. I think it was over the weekend, actually. Yeah, because it was before February 1st, so it's probably Saturday or Sunday. But more importantly, with that, what did we say? We said, hey, what's probably going to happen? It's going to get front ran. So probably on the 31st of January, you're going to see a big rise up. And then on the 1st, maybe 2nd, you're going to see a big move down. Oh, what's this? Giving up your whole rally in one red dildo? Oh, that's healthy. 55% down on the motherfucking day. Jesus Christ, what a monstrosity right there. And as always, colluding in that sense, you can see a direct example of how that is not really going to necessarily work all that well. People always talk about, big like investment firms or big hedge funds colluding to manipulate the price. Well, guess what? It only takes one person to create a massive red dildo like this. And they're probably even the same person trying to organize this fucking mass buying attempt too, which is rather hilarious. Well, not for the people obviously holding it, but rather hilarious for them, because I guess they're playing both sides of it, and now they have liquidity for it, and once they see that, well, boom, back down, and there you go. Anyways, moving on, what do we see with gold? Where's my golds at? Gold coming back. Ooh, gold actually did not pulling through right here again. Be looking for it to base off the 200 the 200 exponential average on the daily, but only for a small bounce. The weekly is looking a lot more clear right now. This is going to certainly be another lower high right here on the daily. That means that I would be looking for another move down overall to 1785. It looks like it is picking a direction right now. Taking out last week's low is the key on this one, as we do see momentum oscillators rejecting out of the bearish control zone right here. Also pointed south as long as below 1892. I think that's rather telling in and of itself. Now, the key was last week not closing above the 21, so that is what makes, or that is what was making kind of hesitant on this one. So I would be looking for another basing action somewhere around here, another bounce implied as well, and then we'll come back to it after that. How long could that take? I don't know, a couple weeks, whatever it ends up being again. And even on even on the lower term time frames, does it play out some bounces before that? Very likely, yes. Anywhere around the 1815 region, I think is rather likely, but short term only. And this is also going to be a little bit more nasty, especially if we do get a closure below 1830 today, as daily momentum oscillators would turn down as well. So yes, I would still be looking for extension down at the very least to the weekly 55 here, and probably bounce implied there. And then I want to see it in real time after that to judge it. What's the other things that we want to check out? Is it Bitcoin time? I think it's Bitcoin time. Okay, so Bitcoin taking the upside route that we spoke about this morning, which is actually really important, because we did get the 4-hour closure above that critical region right here. This was our basis, or sorry, you could use both the 200 simple or this 34,500-ish region right here, closing above by a clean 200 bucks it looks like, and then boom, lift off almost all the way to 36,000 bucks. Or hold on, how high was that? 35.7, but still looking good. I look at this as a nice base for the short term and medium term, and as long as Bitcoin's above there, I'm generally bullish on pretty much all time frames. Actually, we're going to see momentum also shift back to the upside here once again too. See 4-hour Stokes nice and healthily angled to the upside as long as above 34,136. See 4-hour RSI back in the bullish control zone almost. Very constructive over the last couple of days as well, so I do like that. And let's see, actually the other lower term time frames that they've fallen through as well. 3-hour, yes. Bi-hourly, yes. Hourly, No, no, but will cross back onto the upside above 35,300. So that's your more short-term time frame momentum there, of which is looking pretty damn good, stair stepping up, and this appears to be a higher low. Isn't that crazy? Playing out some hidden bullish divergence right here as well. So usually those things come together, and yeah, I would be looking for that condition to be met. Of course, this also plays into the 12-hour and daily as well, of which we are above all major moving averages here, and we are going to see 12-hour Stokes pop back up as well. The condition was met for that earlier today. I forget exactly what the number was, but whatever it was, it's obviously been met. And now needs to hold 33,800. Looking good right there. Again, 10 symbol coming in right around that 34,500 structure. Daily doing basically the same thing as well. Got our closure above, or sorry, got our takeout of the last consolidation high at 34,889, and good to go after that. So I like it. I think that Bitcoin has some upside here. I think that Bitcoin likely works its way back up towards 37,000 and probably plays out maybe a short-term pullback from there, and then maybe over the next week or two does give a full-on rally back up to the $39,000 or $40,000 high. And at that point, I imagine Ethereum's probably going to take the reins of this market and lead it. Ethereum's a lot more close to making new all-time highs right here. So I do think that in the rotational markets that we're looking at right now, Ethereum is the leader. And where is my Ethereum chart? Come on. My damn souls! My souls! Motherfucker. My fucking souls, man. How could this have happened? It's all my fault, and I know it is, and that's what makes it the most painful. Dark Souls 3. It is just unforgiving. Anyways, as far as this goes for Mr. Buterol, I look at this as honestly more of a formality than anything. This looks like it really wants to break out to the upside. Ascending triangle, which is bullish reaccumulation formation on the top side of basically new all-time highs, plus above all major moving averages, plus they all have positive slope, plus we see momentum oscillators turning back up again with any sort of closure above 1,300, which we're like $150 above right now, and daily RSI having a complete reset having a bullish reset right there. Hidden bullish divergence will be confirmed on this next closure as well. Back in the bullish control zone, this is going to look really fucking good. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Targets to the upside would be, pattern-wise, would be what? Would be like 1,800, and then basically 1,800, I mean, probably provides a little bit of a short-term pullback, and then ultimately I'd be looking for extension to like 1,900, 2,000, and then come back to it after that. I'm curious what the weekly looks like as well. Looks good, man. Looks good. Crazy how that works. What about the monthly? Oh, is that bullish? Yeah, that would be bullish. Closed on the all-time fucking highs at the end of January. So not the most bearish thing I've seen in my life. So what I'd essentially be looking for here is Ethereum to make the first move and then Bitcoin to actually follow after that. Now, keep in mind, Ethereum does have its big event on Monday the 8th, I believe it is, for its CMA futures debut. I imagine at that point, I would be looking for a bit of a pullback into that, and then maybe we see something else in this market take over. Obviously, we do have the Coinbase IPO coming up as well, and I do think that that can hold up the market for a little bit longer. But I'd want to see it in real time first and foremost, and I'm going to be going on a nice little ski trip on Thursday, so I won't even be around for any of that, and I'll be back on Monday actually. So with that said, I want to wish you the best. Also, major thing, I want to give a massive shout out to one of our writers, on the Krown Chain application, Roger, who's been doing a phenomenal fucking job of making write-ups for these videos and posting them on the Krown Chain application, which is just an easy way to kind of read these things out if you don't have time to watch the video, or if you just want it in like Word format, because I know some people work better with, letters. I'm actually one of those people, but like for whatever reason, I actually don't learn all that well when spoken to, but when reading, a lot better. Anyways, massive shout out to him, and definitely go check it out because it is on the application right there. It's 100% open and available for you. And with that said, I salute everyone. Take care, much love, and until next time.